get illuminated with Sanctuary of Reality, my comic review series. Today we've got our head stuck inside of Church and State Chapter 40 in Cerebus, issue 91, Talking to Tarum. Back in that stone floor pocket dimension once again, Cerebus listens as the big round glowing white strange thing talks excitedly about the fact that the final ascension is about to finally happen. It reveals details we didn't know about, such as how Weishaupt and Siren rediscovered the exact same ancient text on the same day, miles apart from one another, around the same time Cerebus began gathering all of the gold. It reveals the final ascension involves the Black Tower mountain of demon skull heads, and how in each of its 7 prior lives, it always got the location relative to the tower wrong. It was supposed to carry a sphere of purest gold to the top, not the side or beneath or even inside of the tower, but the top. Differences each time in the size of the gold sphere includes a callback to Bran claiming Tarum minted coins, which was this big round glowing white strange thing making thousands of miniature stamped golden spheres, for instance. Every time, though, it got it wrong and the tower crashed and killed everyone. It finally reveals to Cerebus what the final ascension is for. When you get to the top of the tower with the gold sphere, the tower rises faster until you end up in heaven. He keeps asking about what happens after that. It explains that you talk to Tarum, then return to Earth as a Redeemer, telling everyone what Tarum wants them to do to make Vanaheim on Earth. All Cerebus cares about is if he can drink if there's heaven on Earth. This discussion soon leads to Cerebus deciding to be the one to go to Vanaheim, though the big round glowing white strange thing explains it doesn't matter who goes, which doesn't sit well with Cerebus. He declares that he isn't just anybody. He's going to get the gold sphere, climb to the top, and meet Tarum. He's made up his mind. Only problem is, how does he get back to reality, and what's waiting there when he does? Despite the title, for the record, and you can kind of pick up on this in the actual issue itself, the big round glowing white strange thing, as it appears here, is not Tarum. Perhaps the big round glowing white strange thing is actually Tarum, the female god figure that Sirenists believe in, but we'll get into that much later. One of my favorite lines in the entire series is in this issue. There's nothing like a breast the size of your head to make you forget important stuff. I just wanted to mention that Cerebus is a series full of a lot of memorable lines. Memorable artwork, memorable lines. The whole series is just memorable. This is a great issue. Another 2-person conversation, if you can call it that. And you know that the book does those so excellently. A lot gets revealed concerning the overarching plot, clarifying so much about the final ascension. According to an interview Dave did, this isn't really the big round glowing white strange thing. It looks just like it, but it apparently looks like it because that's a form that Cerebus would listen to. It's actually a magician's mystical mental reminder built into the coins that make up the golden sphere. So, yeah, we learned nothing about the big round glowing white strange thing in this issue, to be fair. Hasn't lived 7 lives, hasn't been involved in the final ascension. It's actually something else. But we will learn a lot more about it eventually, I promise. Okay, maybe I'm still kind of vague on a lot of details about the big round glowing white strange thing, having read the series. But there are, there's hints peppered throughout. about what it is, all the way to like the last book, really. Okay, so that's later, much later. There's a backup tale included in this issue, but it's not in the phone book reprint. It's a tale originally scheduled for the canceled Cerebus Jam number 2. It's called The Applicant, and it features special guest creator Colleen Doran. Cerebus sits at a bar, minding his own business, when a woman storms in, angry and upset over a recent job interview she took part in, which was actually a sleazy attempt by a guy to put the moves on her. She gets very animated and physical in discussing it, slamming Cerebus all around the room. When Bear spots the attractive lady and hits on her, what will be her reaction? Colleen's best known for A Distant Soil, her independently published comic series. I've never read it, but every image I've ever seen from it looks absolutely stunning. Her artwork here is also a delight. It brings a woman's touch to Cerebus, which, is a pleasant change of pace. This is another quick and cute little tale, as all the Cerebus Jam stories have been, really. Sadly, it's also the last one that's ever done, though technically there's the Flaming Carrot crossover coming up, which started out as a Jam idea, but became an actual issue of the series. As I've said before, I don't know why there weren't more Jams, to be honest. Just didn't happen. But I think we should appreciate the ones we did have. Next time, my least favorite issue of Cerebus ever.